Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, that was just a little background about concession agreements. So we have mineral resources, we have a lot of companies coming from outside of Liberia coming into the country to do business. So for uh, concession agreements like that with the Liberian Agricultural Company, where I once grew up, and companies like Isla Meta still in Nima County and operating in Nima Bone and Grand Bassa County. They do have agreement uh, with the Liberian government before they can do operations in the country. But what we have gathered is that these companies are taking a lot from our country and they're giving very little or nothing to our country. And the fact here is that we have agreements with these companies, and these agreements are all lined up. There are stuff that we agree upon, but the question is, are they doing what they're supposed to do as a company? And the answer is no. There are a lot of things that these concession companies agree to do for the Liberian people, for Liberia and the Liberian people, and they don't do. Are we holding them accountable for not doing the things that they're supposed to do? I think that's where we need to answer that unanswered question. And I personally think that we are not holding them accountable enough. So at my job, I work as a union rep in my department. And we have contracts that we, the employees, sign with the company that I work for. And we have something called labor management meetings that we have quarterly with management. So we ensure that management is doing what it's supposed to do for the employees. And if the company is not doing what it's supposed to do for the employee, or whatever contract agreement we have, then we have to take it to another level. So, but this one is between a country and a company, which is even more easier to deal with, because we own the minerals, they're coming to mine the minerals, we have an agreement, and they have to make sure they go by that agreement. But from time to time, years to years, we've been signing these agreements with these companies, and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. I think the companies or the group of companies that were in Liberia before the civil crisis even did better than the ones that are operating now. Why is it that? I would say during those time, our people didn't travel a lot, so a lot of them didn't know the difference. But we've traveled all over the world, and we see the difference. We see what the people do with the minerals when they extract it from our country. So why are we not holding them accountable to do the things that they're supposed to do? Like build roads, provide free education for our kids, give the benefits that our people need, health benefits, ensure that these companies have good health facilities for our people to seek medical care if they need them. Why are we not doing it? Liberia Agricultural Company export rubbers from Liberia. but we don't even have tires in Liberia. I was encouraging, a few years ago, I was encouraging one of my colleagues at work to go for medical missions with me to Liberia. And she went online and looked Liberia up, and she saw that we were one of the largest producers of rubber. And the first question she asked me, do you guys produce tires? And I told her no. And she said, why is that? And I said, because all of the rubber has been exported out of the country. So why are we not making lac to produce, to maybe open a factory in Liberia that make, some rubber materials like, rubber ditches or maybe tires and a lot of stuff that are made out of rubber. Why? Okay, but that is not the concern right now. The concern right now is about MDA with metal steel. So why are they saying we will do this, XYZ? We had it all lined up in our position statement. The Nigerians in the diaspora has a position statement that will be coming up as soon as our board has reviewed it. We had everything lined up in there, so I don't want to go, step by step. But the point here is, why are we making all of the agreements with these companies and we're not holding them accountable for not meeting with those agreements? Why are we not putting stuff into the agreement that says, if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen? For example, the government of Liberia could say, if you don't meet up these requirements at certain time, we will close you down, or we will put your services, your activities on hold until you meet up these requirements. So I think we need to be, we as Liberians need to be truthful to ourselves, and we need to stand up for ourselves. Otherwise, our minerals will continue to be depleted and our country will have nothing to show for. So looking at the size of Liberia and looking at the vegetation in Liberia, looking at how fertile our soil is, looking at how much minerals we have in the country, looking at how much land we have for agriculture, I think if we set our priorities straight, make sure that we do an agreement that is in the interest of our country and our people, I think Liberia will thrive. Liberia is going to be one of the best countries in the world that people will want to come to live, that people will want to come to see. But we'll continue to, sign agreements that we don't care about. No one is going to take us serious. So you sign an agreement with a company, say this is what you're supposed to do. It could be, just 10 bullet points. All the plenty little writing, technical stuff that makes it, hard to understand. You don't need that in there. We just need to, line up the things that the company is supposed to do. There's 20 bullet points, and give, I would say, make a set rules and give, I would say, penalties if they're not meeting with those agreements. So we'll talk more about MDA when the position statement from the Nimba people comes out. But we just wanted to let you know that this is one of the concerns in the country, and we'll be coming up with recommendations as to what the government can do, what our people can do, how our representatives can advocate for the country. And this is not a Nimba thing, this is not a Bond thing, and this is not a Grand Bassa thing. This is a Liberian issue, because whatever is done in Liberia is done for all of us. Whatever gains we have from those companies will be in the interest of the Liberian people. So we just need to do the right thing and make the right decision for our people, continue to do the right advocacy for our country, and one day we will get there. But it starts with us being fair to ourselves and making the kind of agreement that is in the interest of us, and not just making the agreement, but ensuring that those companies abide by those agreements. So we'll talk more later. Thank you and have a great day.